heard. Everything seems. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for coming to class. Probably most of us are a little on the chilly side, wherever you are. Us wimpy Floridians are going, oh, it's cold. So we're going to start seated. Go ahead and maybe sit up on your blanket or whatever feels good. Always have your blocks toward the front of your mat because that's where we're going to use them. And then sit well and maybe move the flesh out from the sit bones and just check your spinal alignment, right? Just see what you're feeling. Are you like, I can't do it? Like, are you just so tired or low energy or protective? Or can we raise the chest, open up the heart, and bring those shoulders back? With that, go ahead and close the eyes. I'm going to read again from Maria Popova's Almanac of Birds. It's really a beautiful set if you're ever interested. And this one says, freedom from suffering is found not in thick skin or cold reason, but in the tender heart that can fully feel the pulp of the difficult and does not judge the imperfect in you or in another person. A heart singularly patched, sorry, it's so small, the print's so small. A heart singularly patched with the passing of time, which changes every state as if by magic. So again, I just love this one. Freedom from suffering is not in thick skin or cold reason, but in a tender heart. It's just amazing. So something to think about, especially these days, especially when we want to just join the angry crowds and just fight back. And not that we don't need to sometimes, but let's do our best to stay in a peaceful state, no matter what our action. So close your eyes. Start to come into the breath. Soften the shoulders down. And imagine the breath following up and down the spine. As you inhale, maybe that breath coming from the earth up through the spinal cord, the spinal column, all the way to the crown of the head. And as you exhale, that breath releasing all the way back down. And maybe take a moment to just assess the spine, right? How is it feeling? How is your back feeling? Is there a lot of tension there? Or does it feel relatively at ease? Does the breath move easily, or does it feel heavy or narrow? Can you release some of the tension in the jaw and in the belly? Good. And then let the eyes open. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale right to your heart. Interlace, press out, but don't round. Drop the shoulders. Hold right here. And imagine the heart moving toward the hands, right? So the chest moving toward the hands reaching out, the elbows ideally pretty straight here. Just breathe, stretching out through the back body. Release the hands, keep the palms in that direction. Press all the way back, nice external rotation. Turn those palms up, reach up. And exhale to heart. Interlace. Drop the shoulders, press through the wrists, release the hands like you're going through water. Reach it back and then external rotation all the way up and down. Good. Just one more. Press it out. Drop. Every time I do that, I'm like, first I'm all scrunchy and then drop the shoulders. Press through that water. Turn the palms up and exhale. Good. And shake that out. Just release that. Good. Still seated. I want you to push out, pull in. So however it makes sense to you, watch the pelvis in the back here. So you're going to push out, breathe in. Good. 4 more. Last one. And release. So a little variation there of some of the Kapalabhati breath, right? Really working with the breath and movement. Already I'm warm. Roll the shoulders. Inhale, both arms up. One hand down, the other one comes over. And again, pause here and check out that. So if I'm mirroring and it's your right hand, check the right hip and see if you can just drop that hip to the floor and stay pretty neutral again with the spine, although it is curving here, just nice and neutral, nothing too much. And then the outer ribs, just pull them in. I'm always amazed at how that feels. Inhale, let it go. Exhale, pull it in. Good. One more. Inhale. Exhale, pull it in, reach both arms up. We won't do too many of those. We did a bunch of that Sunday's class. Good. And find this side, right? So your left side or whichever side you're using here is grounded. The spine is neutral. The head's not hanging down and not even looking up. Just a nice neutral spine here. And then as you inhale, pull the ribs in or exhale. Inhale, let them go. Exhale. Last one. And let that go. Push all the way up. Take those arms out. Give me nice circles. Just a little shoulder work this morning. Keep them soft. Keep them away from the ears. Switch directions. And breathe. Nice circles. And then let the hands settle. Feel like they're floating on water. See if you can make them that soft or that weightless, even though they're extended away from the body. And then internal rotation, the palms turn back, the shoulders roll forward, and external. Good. Reach, watch the head, watch the chest. How many of you drop that chest there? And breathe. Couple more. I know you're starting to feel that. Last one. Don't let those hands go. No, 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 no. Don't let them go. Take those arms up. Exhale to your heart, interlace, press it out, drop those shoulders, spread out that water, turn them back up, and exhale and let that go. All right, so straighten the legs, everybody. Come into a Dandasana. Good. Flex the feet, move the flesh out from the sit bones. You can sit on or off blanket, really whatever makes sense for you. However, if your lower back rounds here, and that is not uncommon, sit up on a blanket at the edge of the blanket to help keep that spine really long. And then roll the shoulders back, let the hands rest, flex the feet, engage the legs. And close the eyes for a second here. I want you to feel the hip creases. You can even take your thumbs, you're going to see this a bit today. You can take your thumbs into the hip creases, your fingers wrap around the hips, and then just kind of dig in there a little bit. And notice if the hips are even, right? Just notice if they feel pretty even, pretty straight across. And then push your right leg away from you a little bit so that the hips just skewed. Like you're gonna, like somebody's grabbed your right foot and is pulling it away. And feel that in the hip crease. Bring it back to neutral and then pull the left foot, I'm mirroring here, away from you. And so the hips are just gonna start to do this little diagonal and then bring it back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to heart. Interlace. Press it. Drop. Keep the legs active. Push through the water. Reach it up. Exhale to your heart. Either keep the hands here or back behind you. Lift one leg. Yep. Combining things a bit today. You're going to tap and lift. 2, 3, just 5 of them. 4, just 5. And 5, bend the knees, stack it above your other knee, come into a nice little figure 4 here. Whew. Rock it out. Yeah, right. So whatever we're doing, even the cold, right? When it's really cold or you're working with some cold weather, you can tense that body up more than you realize. Just rock, just stretch, release, let it go, straighten that leg, shake them both out. Hands to, or thumbs to hip creases again, move one leg forward so you feel that kind of weird little shift and move the other one. It's almost like you're kind of walking. And then maybe try that. Don't do it big, especially if this doesn't feel good, then just don't do it. But just notice how the hips shift, right? Come back to center, breathe. Either your hands are at your heart or they're down here, and lift the other leg. Whew, here we go. So 1, feel the quad work. 2, 3, 4, one more. 5, bend the knee, take it over the other knee, and come into your version of figure 4. It doesn't have to be this high, it can be down low. If it hurts the knee, you can come below the knee, which actually is harder. So breathe and then just rock. Just warm that hip up. That's it. Notice one side tighter than the other on either of you. Yeah? No? And release. Come back to center. Release both legs straight. Dandasana pose. Roll the shoulders back. Lift up through the whole front body. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, heart. Last one here. Press it out. Drop the shoulders. Spread that water out. Inhale it all the way up and let it go. Good. And shake that out. Come into Janu Sirsasana. So I've been not been so if I'm mirroring, that would be your left leg. I forget to say which leg sometimes. If you want or need a block underneath, please do that. So once again, I want you to take the long leg and kind of slide it in and slide it out. So the hips are just shifting. We're going to work with this a bit when we stand. So I just want to kind of drive it home. And you can even take a hand to that hip and you feel it moving. And this actually can affect the SI joints, right? Sacroiliac joints. So just be gentle. And then see if you can find neutral. What does neutral feel like? Sometimes I'll put my hands on my sacrum and go, no, left leg is still forward. Let me pull it back. Yeah, that feels pretty even. Now, even might not feel good. If you have SI joint issues, you can take that leg a little bit forward. It usually will settle it a little bit. Take the arms up. Lots of info today. And release. A nice forward fold. Lead with the heart, not the chin, not the head. Big deep breath. And then just get a sense of those hips again. Where did that, if your right leg is extended, what does that feel like to you? Can you feel the hips kind of level out a little bit? Don't force this, by the way. It's just kind of observation and experiment for you. Good, breathe. Some of you can come lower, some of you are not. It's real early in class. We're not super warmed up yet. And come on up. Bend that knee, grab foot, ankle, or knee, and take the leg up. Maybe extend the other, lift your chest. Breathe, let go, and lower. Good job, everybody. Shake out both legs. And let's come up right to the other side. Making sure you cushion knee, watch the knee, no pain, no pain. Flesh out from your sit bones. Inhale, reach up. Actually, don't do that yet. I just want you to do that little wiggle first. Like, oh, where is it? Is it there? Is it there? What feels pretty normal? Hands go to sacrum. Yeah, still feels pretty neutral. Is really what we're looking for. It's just a neutral. And then inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Draw the shoulders back. Just feel the stretch on this side. Maybe you notice the hips. Maybe the extended leg has to draw back just slightly, maybe not. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Just feeling it. I've been loving this idea of getting a little more jelly-like. I've said it a few times in class now. Of not quite being quite so tight. Like just now, I just started to wiggle the shoulders, which seemed to release a little bit of that back body. Deep breath. And then walk the hands up, bend that knee, grab your foot, your ankle, your knee. You can be all the way down here. You can do what my dear Julie's doing over there or was doing by using a strap. Other arm comes up. Belly squeezes in. Let go of that leg. Woo, good work, everybody. And release, shake that out. All right. I think we're there. All right. So come on up to table pose. Feel free to grab your blanket and put it underneath your knees. Remember, blocks are toward the front of your mat just so you can grab them when we're ready. Got stuff everywhere. So table pose, nice couple little easy cat cows here just to soften up that space. Good. And come to neutral pose with your spine. That low belly draws in. Let's take the left leg back and raise the left hip and then lower it. So you're just kind of shifting over to the side of the foot and down. Once again, just checking out where is the hip on this side. And then come to neutral. Lift the left leg. Find that portion. Glute is active. What's going on with the sacrum? Are both sides of the hip feeling pretty level? Take the right arm out. Ooh, breathe, everybody. You got it. Press through the hand, press through the knee. Release the hand, keep the leg, and just tap and lift for 5. Through 2, 3, squeeze your butt. 4 and 5, and then fully release. Let's go right over to the other side. A lift and a lower of the right hip. You're just shifting, kind of opening up the hips and then letting it go. Good. And then find neutral. Lift the right leg, tone in through the belly, engage the glute in particular. Take the left arm out when you're ready. Breathe. If you start to sink into that lower back, pull the pubic bone up toward the belly button. Lower the hand and tap the toe for 5. 1. Don't overlift the leg. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Lower that one down. You're going to kickstand your right foot out to the side And then bring the left leg straight back so that your knee, your right knee and your left foot intersect. They make a nice line. Adjust your right hand if you need to so it is under your shoulder, and then turn the whole side body or the whole front body to the side. Really ground your back leg. If you have socks on, just be mindful that you could be slippery, and then take the top arm up and breathe. And see if the bottom hip will roll forward just a little bit. Lift that back leg as an option. Flex the foot, squeeze the low belly. Find your breath. And lower the foot. Release the hand. Come back to table pose. Come on off those wrists for a second. Reach with those hands. And come on up. Kickstand, left foot out. Adjust the left hand if you need to. Extend the right leg. Press into the right leg. And again, think about the bottom hip. Just see if it'll roll forward a little bit. Take the top arm up. This might be where you hang out. Or lift that back leg. Squeeze the back body, everybody. And breathe. Nice length through the back of the neck. Release the foot. Release that hand. Sink back again. Just stretch it out. Good. Come on back up. Good. Good. That seems to be my word today. Take your blocks underneath your hands. Take them up nice and high. Good. We're done with that one. Let's move on. So your hands are on your blocks. And once again, I want you to feel the front hip. Yeah, right? So you're just going to kind of rock the right hip back a little and forward a little bit. Shouldn't hurt anything. Watch the knee if it's tricky on the knee. But then roll the hip back a bunch and look at your front knee, right? Yep, see it, Jill? It rolls out to the side because your hips are all kind of skewed this way. Put your hand back on your block if you let it go, and then roll the hip forward, and we see how the knee collapses in because, again, we're skewed here. And so the knee follows that hip. And then come back to neutral, take your hands to your knee. Whoop, feel your hips and take the hands to the sacrum. Now, your right hip might be a little higher than the left because of the foot, but does it feel even? If you were to put this sacrum against a wall, would both sides of that sacrum touch the wall? So it's not skewed. The knee's not rolling in, the knee's not rolling out. It's pretty straightforward. Take the arms up and breathe. Open up the chest, soften the shoulders. Find your breath. Maybe go a little deeper, maybe not. You'll feel this one. And let those hands go. Straighten the front leg. It may not straighten all the way. Press your toes into your mat. And then, whoop, cramp. Feel the right hip again. What's going on left hip to right hip? Can we square it a little bit, usually by bringing the right hip back just a little? And then flex the foot, front foot. You can walk your blocks back and breathe. Good. Bend that front knee. Switch sides, right? Keeping it super, super easy, super low key yet this morning. We'll move more in a moment. Left foot forward, right foot back. Same thing. I want you to wiggle. And the wiggle is really coming from here, even though the knee's doing most of the movement, right? It's that extremity. So roll the hip all the way back. Sacrum is all askew. The knee is askew. My foot doesn't ground easily. And then roll it the other way. You're trying to wrap it forward. The knee collapses, all that. You get the point. and then come to neutral. I think you got the message. And then take your hands to your hips. What's going on with the sacrum? Can we find some levelness there? And then take the arms up. And just breathe. And some of you can go a little deeper as long as it doesn't go to the lower back. Adriana, watch the front knee, Julie. Breathe. And exhale, let go. And release both sides. Just set your blocks out of the way. Come right to downwards facing dog. It's probably going to feel really good about now. So once you're in down dog, make sure the hands are nice and spread. And pedal the feet slowly. Stretch out the back legs. Oh, I forgot something. Oh, I hate when I forget. Oh, good. And then just find down dog. We'll make it up in a minute. So deep breath, hold, squeeze the low belly in. Engage those shoulders. Take your feet nice and wide. Walk those hands back. Bend the knees. Take your hands to your knees and come on up. Ooh, good. Roll that out. Maybe take the blanket off unless you know you're going to drop that knee or lower that knee each time. So come on to the front of your mat and I want you to play one more time. Are you girls getting warm now? Do you want to turn the heat off? So that remote, sis, there's a on-off button. Just hit it. And roll the shoulders. Bend the knees and take your hands to your knees. It's just soft though, not a big one. And then bring those thumbs to the hip creases again. Sorry, this is more of a learning lesson than a movement. So again, push one thumb in, push the other thumb in. You can feel how the individual sides of the pelvis kind of roll. And then come to neutral. Keep your thumbs there and stand up. How's it feel? Bend the knees and stand up. So hips are staying level, right? You can feel it by drawing the thumbs deep into the hip creases. Stand up. Good. Squat. Watch the knees. One more. Squat and stand. Now take your left foot forward, just like a footprint forward. Good. So Jules, I would go a little deeper, but come off that kind of uneven mat. Yeah. And Lenny, go wider with your pose, more hips width. So now square the hips, bend the knees like, okay, what's going to happen? I want you to come into a squat, bring your hips way back and feel the hips, right? So sit back even more if you can, hips back even more if you can, and stand up. And bend. Good. And stand. Good. And bend. And stand one more time. Bend and stand. How did that feel? Right? Pretty even, pretty neutral, right? Step forward with one foot, step back with the other. Same thing, not quite that far, sis. And here we are, even-ish hips. Bend and stand. Where we're playing today is, can we keep the hips pretty level, because it is going to serve the knees to do so. Good. Just two more. Bend. And I'm using the thumbs for feedback. Is that right hip rolling forward? Just one more. Or is it staying neutral? Oh, good. And come on forward. Shake that out. So far, so good, right? Easy, easy, easy. All right. So you're going to step back a nice step with your right foot. Now, a couple of you, I know two of you, one online and one here, that back foot doesn't like to ground, right? So we're going to keep it maybe a little shorter so the back foot can come to the floor. And Julie, just turn your heel in a little bit more if you can. No, not straight. Turn. Yep, there you go. And then the fingers come to the thumbs come to the crease again and just bend. Here's where the meat of this whole lesson is. When we start to separate the legs, the front hip tends to roll forward. So can we use those thumbs to bring the hips back, to keep the torso pretty neutral, right? What is this pose? This is warrior one. So some of you are going to stay here, back foot's grounded. Some of you are able to go deeper or longer and still have a grounded back foot. Front hip rolls back. Inhale the arms up. And notice, right? So we keep the front knee from rolling in. We keep the front hip rolling back. If I were to put my hands on that sacrum, I can feel how it feels pretty neutral. Notice it, sis. Take the arms up, everybody. Press through the back leg. Some of you can bend more in the front. Release. Step forward. Same thing, other side. Go shorter and then bend the front knee. And go, okay, what's going on this side? Right? Right hip. Where's the right hip? Where's the left hip? And it's always this front knee, this front hip that wants to kind of roll forward and skew the hips. So roll that front leg back. You use the thumb if you want and feel that. Then fire up the back leg and take the arms up. Again, some of you can go longer and still stay grounded in the back foot. That's really not critical to go longer. And Lenny, toes more forward. And breathe. And notice. And release, step forward. Go back to the first side. Thumbs come to both hip creases. We level out and then take the torso super forward. So that chest on the left side is almost to your chest. And then reach deep into that left hip. Like I'm pushing my thumb into the hip crease to try to get my torso longer. Keep that thumb there. Take the right arm, reach it up, take the torso up, and breathe. Both arms up, warrior one again. You can walk the front foot forward. You can scoot the back foot back if you want. Big deep breath. Take your hands back to the hip creases. Straighten it up. Straighten the front legs. Start to come forward. This might be where you want your blocks. Hamstring stretch here, pyramid pose. Check the front hip. It maybe needs a little reach back, and the back hip maybe needs a little reach forward. Breathe. Bend the front knee. Hands come to your knee. Lift your chest. Step forward. Sometimes it's the slow work that's sneaky. Same thing other side, right? If I'm not paying attention, the knee collapses, the hips are not particularly level. Having said that, because this is our focus today, never, ever, ever force the hip square. Just play with the idea, okay? Play with the idea that this, and you'll see the knee follows the hip. So front hip is back. Put the thumbs in both hip creases and then take the chest forward. Front knee is bent. Breathe. Sis, widen your pose. So take your back foot more, and then take the toes more forward. There you go. So you got a little bit more width. Good. Oh, feel that. Lengthen the body out of that. Keep the right thumb where it is. Take the left arm up. Ooh. Squeeze. Take the other one up. We're in warrior one again. Big deep breath. Good. Hands come back to hip creases. Press back and straighten the front leg. Once you're there, you can take the hands to your blocks. You can take the blocks up higher, by the way. Press through the back leg. Breathe. Feel the stretch. Deep breath. Where are the hips? Which one has to move, if any? Maybe they feel really squared and neutral. Bend the front knee, step forward. Inhale all the way. Exhale to your heart. Roll the shoulders back and shake. All right, we're going to move just a little bit quicker. Go ahead and take both blocks up to highest level. And we're going to add on just a little. Mountain pose. If I were to put my hands right in front of those hip creases, what do they feel like? Is one forward? Is one back? Is one high? One low? Some things we can't do much about, but we can keep this nice neutral sacrum. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands come down. To your blocks. Right foot stays forward, left foot steps back into a lunge. Here's where you could drop that back knee if you would like. Take your hands to the right knee. Tone the belly in, square the hips while you're low. And then start to lift the chest. If the chest doesn't come up, bend the back knee and give the psoas some space. Inhale, reach up. Breathe, squeeze. Squeeze the back glute. Do the hips feel even? Yeah, right. Little teeny micro adjusts can bring the back hip forward, the front hip back. Breathe. Hands come down to your blocks. A short step up, drop the heel in, keep the front knee bent, adjust the hips, warrior one, push into your back leg, take the arms up. Good, much better, much better. Breathe. Exhale, hands down, straighten the front leg, pyramid pose. Again, play with those hips. Front leg is straight, back leg is pressing into the floor. Make sure your pose is wide enough. I say, Linny, you look narrow again there. Breathe. Bend the front knee, walk those blocks forward. You knew this was coming. Think before you lift the back leg, level the hips, and then straighten the front leg to take the back leg up. That's it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and foot down. Whew. Squat right here. Just drop chest toward thighs. Walk the blocks forward and come into this kind of funky forward fold just to stretch out the back. Walk your blocks back and come on up to standing. Oh, shake it out, everybody. Oh, good. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands down. When you're ready, the right foot steps back. Yes, wanted to make sure. You're in a lunge. That means your back foot is straight toward the front of your mat. Keep the chest low and figure out what's going on with your hips. You can rock them and roll them. You can move them forward and back. Find your neutral. Hands come to your knees. Stay low. Push into your back leg. Lift those. Lift the chest. Take the arms up. Try to keep the back foot as straight as you can. Don't worry if it isn't, but press through the back leg. And breathe. What's going on with those hips? Is there a micro adjust that would make sense? Hands slowly come down to the blocks. A short hop up. Check the hips again. Lengthen the spine. Take the arms up. Warrior one. Adjust as you need to. Breathe. Hands come down. Straight in the front leg. Pyramid pose. Nice length through your whole torso, everybody. Do the hips need a little micro adjust? Does the front hip need to come back or the back hip need to come forward? It isn't necessarily the case. Breathe. Bend your front knee. Listen up. Walk those blocks forward. And seriously, think about what's going on with that standing legs hip. Can I level it? And then press into that front foot to straighten the leg, to lift the other leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just lower the leg. Bend both knees, walk the blocks forward, level out the head so you're not dropping it, but you're not lifting it. And just stretch way back. Good. Walk those blocks forward or back and come on up. Exhale to your heart. Shake it out, grab one block. Let's just little baby reset of those legs. So take the block between the legs, walk the feet in, ooh, and squeeze your block. And breathe. Ooh, that feels good. Take the block at the second width and squeeze your block. If the feet will walk in any, just walk them in. So a little kind of almost a pressure massage in those inner thighs. Breathe. Some of you are going to stay here. Some of you are just feeling like, I could use a little pain this morning. No, I'm just kidding. You're going to take your block wide. Try to square the feet. Try to straighten the legs. Oh, and breathe. This is the one that can be pretty intense. And bend the knees, take that block out, walk the feet to hips width, and just feel the legs, right? Just notice, what does that feel like in your body? And then where are your hips? So take that block to the sacrum. So it's not in your low back. It's right on the sacrum, nice, hard, bony spot. Draw the shoulders back. Just press the block into your sacrum. Roll the shoulders. And so, Jewel, you see how your shoulders are forward? Take your hands lower. So take them below sacrum. And then see if the shoulders will drop and the chest will lift better. Good. Breathe. Now, some of you are right here. That's plenty. Some of you are just going to push a little into sacrum or glutes to lift the chest. Don't drop the head though. So, Sissy, keep the chin tuck. Yeah. Breathe. And release. And then one more just silly, funny thing. Take that block to the top of your head. So hold on to it for a moment and take the rest of the body into mountain pose. So the feet are parallel. I'm not locking out the knees. Low belly is toned. And I'm just going to go as tall as I can and see if I can let go of the block. And breathe. It's easier for me if I close my eyes for some weird reason. Keep lengthening the neck into the block. Nice job, everybody. And then grab the block and let go. Good job. Shake all that out. Set your blocks down. Stay standing. We're almost there. Roll the shoulders. So again, find mountain pose and find the levelness of the hips, right? So if you are really any age, but especially as we get older, just life has done things, whether you've been in an accident or an injury or just habits over decades, we can really find ourselves feeling neutral when we're not. And I talked about that last class. Is the case for me sometimes. So I want to find neutral. And then close my eyes again and go, what's that feel like in my body? Is there strain? Am I scrunching my toes to hang on? Can I broaden through the sit bones? And then open the eyes, take your hands to your hips, lean into either foot and lift, whoop, lift the other. With your hands on your hips, what's going on with the hips? Did one hip come forward? Did one hip get really high? Can you drop that hip? Whichever knee is bent, take the other arm up and imagine from that foot to those fingertips, you got really tall. Breathe. Take your other hand underneath your thigh and extend out. Only if you want, you can keep it bent. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend, release, shake it out. So once again, we see if we can create a base, right? A solid base. The balance work, maybe on a good day, gets easier. Now I'm going to my other leg. So mountain pose, hands to hips. Just get a sense, where is it? And then lean into the other foot and peel your leg up, bend the knee, play with the hips. I cannot stress enough the lengthening of the standing leg. Take that same side arm up and get really, really tall. So when you're here too, the hand goes underneath your thigh. You might be right there. I love this one. Or you're going to extend out. Stand tall. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Well done, everybody. Come on up to the front of your mat. Roll out your shoulders. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, down you go. Take your hands to your blocks. Good. Take the blocks up to the high level. Walk the feet back just a little bit so that you're more L shape. And then again, one, you're here. 2, you're going to bend both knees. The hips are level. Breathe. Peel the right foot off. Extend it out. We were here once already. Make that standing leg super long. And then only if you want, take the left hand back behind, palm is face up. Breathe. Where are you on the standing foot? Are you all the way in the ball mound? Are you digging in the heel? Can you find the middle space? Hand goes back. The leg slowly lowers. Shake it out. Other side, both knees bend. We need some space to move from those hips. So we bend the knees and then peel the left foot or whichever foot you did opposite foot from before. Make the standing leg super long. Find the center line of your foot. Optional to take the right hand back, palm is face up. Breathe. So real easy to get into the ball mound here. Try to stay in the middle of the foot. And release. Hand down, foot down. Take your feet wide, turn your toes out. Now we're coming down to the floor. So it's up to you. I'm going to come down through a squat. That is not going to work for everybody, but I'm going to come down by wiggling the hips and wiggling the legs and just going and lifting my heels because I can't do that flat-footed. And I'm still wiggling and I'm still wiggling. And then have a seat. Easy does it. Well, and it does help to take the feet wide in that because the hips then kind of open up to that space. All right, both blocks in front of you. Feel free to sit on a blanket. We are going to be on the floor for the rest of it. So if you want your socks on or you want your shirt back on, please feel free to do that. Come on back to Janu Sirsasana. And I want you to stay really upright here. And just close the eyes and feel the hips. Do they feel any different than they did before? Grab your blocks and just put your hands on them in front of you so the arms are more or less straight. And if you need it, one block is going to go under the knee. Please do that. And if that's the case, just take the other block to the inside of the leg. Okay. Good. Now, keep the torso as long as you can, mindful of your back. You know who you are out there. Just slide the blocks forward. And go, huh, that's not so bad. Breathe. That might be it. Okay. Please do not overdo this one. Hips are level. Some of you are going to slide those blocks forward more. There will be a point at which your body has enough of a forward fold with a long torso that is where you hang out. If you think you might have room and your back is good, I want you to grab the front end of your blocks and tilt them away. Big deep breath. Find that pose. If your blocks are tilted, release. Everybody else, slide those blocks in. Whew. Take that extended leg, reach it out to the side. One or both blocks are in front of you. Again, make sure that knee is cushioned. Hold. Maybe you slide forward a little bit. Either slide forward or maybe you bring your elbows to your blocks. Some of you can fold right in half here. I've never been one of those people. So I come to my little edge, my spot of, okay, that's far enough. Hips are level. Breathe. Good. Take the torso up. Bend that extended leg. Grab it. Take it out to the side. Ooh. And breathe. And release. Both legs straight. Shake it out. No. Good. Other side. It's your pose, my loves. So where you go with it is up to you. Cushion, not cushion, up on a blanket, not on a blanket. The big thing here, right, is one spine and two hips. So your hands are on your blocks and you're feeling very regal. Your chest is tall, your head is neutral. The leg is active, by the way. And then maybe you slide them forward a little bit and just get a sense. Can I still keep a lovely long spine with those blocks forward and my torso forward? Don't force it. Some of you can slide a little more. If you overly round or your head just went like that, you're too far. Breathe. And then some of you can take the top end or the closest end and tilt. Stretch those arms, lengthen the spine. Breathe. Lower the tilt, grab the blocks, slide them back. Oh, that was a good one. Take the leg out to the side. So we know in yoga, or hopefully we learn in yoga to trust our body's messages, right? So you never go further than your body is telling you is safe and comfortable. I mean, there's an edge, but there's over that edge, and you don't want to go there. All right, so here we are forward fold, extended leg out, lifting really tall. Some of you can come a little further forward. Some of you can slide even more, or my personal preference is elbows to the blocks. And then see if you can level the hips. For me on this side, I have my right leg extended and my right hip wants to lift off the floor. So I'm just going to press that down, even if it means coming up a little bit higher, because it's not about how low you go. Breathe, lengthen, imagine your heart moving forward. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Good. Hands to your blocks. Lift up nice and tall. Bend that extended leg. Grab foot, ankle, knee. Straighten that leg. Take the other arm up. And release. Good. Both legs to Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet together. Not super close into the groin. And again, if your knees are really extended up, take the blocks underneath. You don't want to fight the inner thighs, because if I'm here and I'm trying to hold, all this gets so tight that it isn't gonna stretch. So use your blocks if that makes sense for you. If you're holding feet, just don't pull on them. You can hold ankles. What I'd love to see is a nice tall spine. Breathe in. Breathe out. Maybe just gentle butterflies here, just gentle rocking, no force, no pulling. Good. Take both hands behind you, and then walk the feet out some. Julie, you're fine. Lenny, I think you're good there. Now, one, you are here, chest is tall, shoulders are back. Or, so this one is just a little tricky. I've not taught this one before. Um, Shoulders roll back. I'm going to push into my feet and start to press into the glutes. And then only if you want, lift the hips off the floor. If this hurts in any way on anything like your feet, your ankles, or your wrist, drop it back down. Breathe, shoulders are back, chest is lifted, squeeze the glutes up and lower. Bring those knees together and hold. Nice little egg here. Just roll over those knees if you can. And release. Maybe one block to your side and your strap to your side. I'm going to put my socks back on because, right, once we get to the floor, it's like, oh, it's starting to get a little cool. We're wimpy Floridians, I'm telling you. And maybe you throw your shirt on. Pause for this public service announcement. Put those layers back on. All right. And bring your feet to the bottom edge of your mat. Flex the feet. Take the arms out. Roll the shoulders. Slowly, slowly, slowly come to the floor. Nice and slow, even. Bring the arms overhead, kind of cactus, and then walk the feet up so that your feet are on the floor. Your arms are overhead. Bring your knees to 90 degrees. And then if it is okay, straighten the legs up to the sky. So that's all you're doing here. Your legs are up, your arms are either in cactus or if your shoulders allow, they're straight overhead with your palms face up. Feel your back body and let it settle into the floor. Deep breath here, everybody. Back of the neck is long. The belly is relatively soft. It has to work some to keep the legs up. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more deep breath in and out. Good. Bend the right knee. Bring the right knee to your chest. Straighten the left leg all the way along the floor. If you want, go ahead and grab your strap. Take the strap around the right foot and reach the right leg up to the ceiling. So you've got one leg long, one leg up. And just for fun, just notice, where are your hips? Is the left hip, that one that's on the floor, is that really reaching and skewing the hips a little bit, or does it feel pretty even at this point? Breathe. You're going to bend the right knee, take it up, but it's bent. And I'm sorry, the left knee. And as the left knee goes out to the side, the right leg goes out to the other side. So all you're doing differently here is you're leveling the hips to come into this wide leg pose. Your left leg is bent, extended off the floor, and stretching in the opposite direction of the other leg. Breathe. Bring both back. And then straighten the left leg to the floor again. Grab the strap with your left hand. Take the right leg across. Just stretch out that lovely hip. Come back to center. Release your strap. Bring your right knee to your chest. Switch sides. Left knee to chest. I'm going to just turn around so I have room to stretch. Take the strap around your left foot. Leg is straight down. Breathe. Just hold the stretch. Play with those hips a little. Just see if they feel pretty level. And then bend the right knee. So your right knee is more 90. Take the right knee out as the left leg goes out. Breathe. Bring both legs in. Let the right leg come back to the floor. Take the strap in your right hand. Bring that leg across. And bring it up. Bend that knee, bring it to chest. Both knees to your chest. Very mindfully, let those knees roll to the left. Just a baby twist here, don't overdo it. Good, one knee and then the other knee comes up. Both knees go to the right. Both knees up. Both knees to your chest. Both feet to the floor, and then let's finally find Shavasana. I did say only one block. If you want a second block underneath,
your thighs. Go ahead and take a second to grab those. Completely lower down, completely let go. Feel the shoulders soften. Feel the hips level and happy. Belly soft. Shoulders soft. Belly soft. And soften even more. If and when you're ready, start to wiggle those toes, legs, release your arms maybe to your belly. And take a nice deep breath in. Draw one knee to your chest and then the other knee to your chest. Rock those knees side to side. And then roll the knees over to one side. Curl over in fetal pose. And then very slowly, just press yourself all the way up. Coming to a seated pose, that makes sense. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to your heart. Interlace, press it out. Drop the shoulders. Push all that water out. Take it back up. Exhale to your heart. Bow your head to your own inner wisdom. Namaste, everyone.
Namaste.
Thank you, thank you. Thanks for coming to class, everybody.